This is Colin O'Keefe here with Dave Donoghue of the Chicago IP litigation blog. Dave, we're here speaking at of course, the PLI seminar on social media. One of the things that you mentioned, of course, everything that comes up is people are always so interested in individuals' blogging schedules and how they figure things out. There's so many different varying schedules and how people work on it. Can you talk about your style? I mean, you mentioned just even writing a blog post on your way in on the train this morning. But how do you find the time to do it, and does it just come spur of the moment whenever you're ready to write a post?
Not spur of the moment. Like anything, I plan it and I make sure that I've got time set aside. So I generally spend about 3 to 8 hours a week. A lot of that time is on the train, time that I otherwise would be reading the newspaper or playing with my iPhone, and I focus it, get some value out of it, and write the post then. Or I'll do it in the evenings after I finish my other work and my kids are asleep.
One of the things that we always try to focus on, of course, is engagement, building relationships, being conversational. Can you talk a little bit about the relationships that you build through your publication? You mentioned one with a Seattle IP lawyer, but not necessarily, of course, the work comes as a byproduct of that, but first and foremost is the relationships. How have relationships played a role in your blogging success?
Relationships are significant. They're probably the core of it. It's the conversation that the blog allows you to engage in is most of the emotional return that I get from the blog. It's great to engage these people, to get to know people. It's great to have developed a network of colleagues around the country doing the same kinds of things that I'm doing, that I can bounce ideas off of, that I can turn to be local counsel in a new case. It's been very valuable.
And then just the last question, of course, one of the other concerns that always comes up is people are always worried about giving so much away for free. I'm always worried about that. What's your response to that? You always err on the side of just putting the information out there and letting it take care of itself. But what's your response to people who are worried about giving away information for free?
I understand. I worry about it sometimes also, but what I've found is that that's what you have to do. In reality, lawyers do it every day. Whenever you go on a new business pitch, whenever you talk to a new client or new potential client, you're giving away some information. That's part of the exchange. You provide your ideas, helps them understand who you are, what you can do for them, what your philosophies are, and the blog is really doing that through an enormous megaphone. And ultimately, while I give away a lot of information on my blog, the words on the internet can't breathe the life into it that I do in a real litigation situation or a real legal situation for a client.
Perfect. That's all the questions that I have. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Colin.